bolts. Before hoisting, the crane models must be selected according to the weight of the cement silo. The choice of the spreader must also be taken into consideration. The hoisting equipment should be firm and durable, bearing the weight of the cement silo, and the range and wear rope must be firm. The installation of the cone. The sequence of assembling cement silo is to assemble the cone first. 4 pieces of the upper cones should be assembled according to the order of AA, BB, CC, DD. Make sure that the gaps between these pieces must be filled with sealing rubber strips, and a gap is not allowed where these rubber strips join together. After the upper cone is assembled, install the roof fence. Add rubber gaskets between powder and trims and the nozzle on the top. Then screw up with M12 50 screws. The straight tube below the multi-direction joint is secured to the mounting bracket below the groove by using tab 114 U-bolts. A safety valve and a dust collector can then be installed, or they can also be installed after the installation of the silo. The cylinder installation. Hang the upper cone and assemble 6 tubular pieces in order. The propellants of upper cone, tube and hypocone are screwed up using M16-45 together with 2 flight washers and a spring washer. In the process of installation, the 2 flight washers are set on both sides of the gap, and a spring washer is added beside the nut side, and then tighten the knot. During this, the ladder retainer and the connecting rod should be assembled so on. After 1 layer of the cylinder is assembled, each section of the ladder is connected with another using connection plate and M850 screws. Note that 24 pieces of cylinder piece are interchangeable and adjacent layers are connected like a building wall. That means the propellant between 2 pieces aligns with the center line of the piece upon that. The first and second fixed points of the ladder are connected by a bending element and M12 bolts. One fixing points are all connected by bending elements and M8 square U-shaped bolts. Ladder retainer and side beam are fixed using M850 screws. Ladder retainer and connecting rod are fixed using M830 screws. Then install all 6 layers of the cylinder and the corresponding ladders in order. Vertebral cone and cylinder installation. Assemble the vertebral cone and the cylinder. Nut side. Assemble the vertebral cone in order, and the 4 pieces are assembled in the order of A01, A01, B01, B01, C01, C01, and D01, D01. Hang the cylinder, assemble it with the vertebral cone. Pay attention that the installation is also like building a wall here. That means the middle seam of the vertebral cone aligned with the center line of the piece upon it. When the second section of the lower cone, i.e. the middle section, is docked with the vertebral cone, pay heed to adding the rubber strips between the tab right gap and then wipe the sealant. The gap arrow on the second section should be aligned with the arrow on the vertebral cone. Silo lag installation. Assemble the upper section of 4 legs. 4 legs and the upright connection stand are interchangeable. Do not tighten the screws within the upper section and the starting piece immediately, because the diagonal and center distance need to be adjusted at the docking with the cone. Legs and starting pieces are fixed with screws M2050. Mount a scaffold of 2 meters on the ground. Dock the mounting seat of the lower cone arm and upper section of the legs using screw M24, 8A and flanges. Then, tighten the upper section leg structuring bolts and install the ladder corresponding to the upper leg. Assemble the lower section of 4 legs. 4 legs and the upright connection stand are also interchangeable. Legs and starting pieces are fixed with screws M2050. After 4 legs assembled, install the maintenance platform in the fence. Then, install the lowest section of the ladder. Ladder is fixed using angle steel. One end is fixed to the bottom of the horizontal stand with M1645 screws. The other one is fixed with M30 square U-shaped bolts. Outside, the mounting bracket hole of feeding tube is located on the right side of the ladder. Then, hang the lower section of the legs under the bases of the overall cement silo. Make sure that the landing legs are in the same plane and then fix them. Adjust the diagonal and leg center distance and weld the lower end of the leg and embody the steel plate. Pay attention that only one leg is welded in this step. Hang the cylinder and upper section legs and put it on the lower section of the legs. Use ball pin to locate the hole. Upper and lower sections of the legs are connected using flanges and M24 8A screws. After the connection, measure the center distance and diagonal of the leg and tighten the M2050 screws on the lower leg. Weld the other 3 legs with the embodied steel plate. Feeding tube installation. Assemble the feed tube at first and pay heed to adding rubber gaskets within the feed tube flange and screw up with M1250. Use the crane to hang the feeding tube and fix it to the portal entrance of the upper angle. Then, pay attention to the direction of the lower part of portal entrance and adding rubber gaskets within the 2 docking flanges. Fix the feeding bracket and bending bracket with the U-bolts to fix the bending bracket to the flange of the barrel every 2 sections. The feeding bracket and bending bracket are fixed in the vertical direction corresponding to the bending bracket of the upper cone fixed feeding tube. Note side, there are 3 fixed frame on 6 layers, which means 1 fixed frame on every 2 layers.